stood on the threshold where the hallway meets the night, bathed in the flicker of a dying porch light. I looked for a sentence, I searched for a plea, but there was no more always left inside of me. You didn't ask why, and I didn't say when. We were just two people who would never happen again. The air was a vacuum, the silence was thick, the final vibration of a localized trick. And it was a farewell without words tonight, a quiet surrender to the fading of sight. No dramatic speeches, no heavy set vows, just the structural breaking of the here and the nows. We let the hands drop, we let the eyes fall, the loudest goodbye in the history of all. Yeah, the message was sent and the signal was blurred, and a final farewell without a single word. You turned to the driveway, I turned to the hall, watching the shadows stretch out on the wall. The closure was heavy, the closure was deep, a promise of silence we were finally gonna keep. It's a different kind of haunting, a linguistic void, the beautiful wreckage of the things we destroyed. I didn't need a letter, I didn't need a sign to know that your heartbeat was no longer mine. Sometimes the over is a soundless decree, a tectonic shifting between you and me. We've said it all before, we've shouted it blue. Now there's nothing left but the me and the you. And it was a farewell without words tonight, a quiet surrender to the fading of sight. Oh, no dramatic speeches, no heavy set vows, just the structural breaking of the here and the nows. We let the hands drop, we let the eyes fall, the loudest goodbye in the history of all. Yeah, the message was sent and the signal was blurred, in a final farewell without a single word. Shh. Listen to the air, nothing's left, nothing's there, just the turn of the key, just the click of the lock, the final silence of the grandfather clock. Farewell. The gold is turned to a brittle brown, and the heavy frost is settling down. The garden we planted in the heat of July is shivering under a slate-colored sky. We're raking the leaves of the things we once said, while the shadows grow long on the foot of the bed. The air is crisp, but it's thin and it's cold, a story of us that's suddenly old. And it's the autumn of our love today, watching the vibrant colors We're losing the light, we're losing the heat, admitting the rhythm of a quiet defeat. Yeah, the pumpkins are rotting and the spirit is great in the autumn of our love as it withers away. I remember the blossoms, I remember the green, the softest forever I'd ever seen. But the sap is retreating, the center is dry, and we're both too tired to even ask why. It's a seasonal ending, a natural death, a slow motion sigh on a cloud of cold breath. We're just two shadows in a thickening wood, watching the old ways go for good. Is there a spring on the other side, or just the sort of a mercury tide? The crunch of the leaves is the only sound left in this quiet museum of beautiful theft. And it's the autumn of our love today, watching the vibrant colors bleed away. The harvest is empty, the branches are bare. There's a localized winter in the way that you stare. We're losing the light, we're losing the heat, admitting the rhythm of a quiet defeat. Yeah, the pumpkins are rotting and the spirit is great in the autumn of our love as it withers away. Falling down to the ground, a carpet of rust, a handful of dust, final ember, final glow, getting ready for the snow. I'm sitting at the table with the crooked leg, the one where we didn't have to ask or beg for a little more time or a little more light before we stepped out into the coming night. The barista gave me a sympathetic look as I opened the spine of a half-read book. I ordered for one, but I'm looking for two in this crowded coffee shop without you. And it's a coffee shop without you today. Watching the steam turn the morning to gray. The chair across from me is a mountain of space, a hollowed out window where I once saw your face. The bell on the door is a heart-stopping sound, but it's never your boots hitting the ground. Yeah, the roast is bitter and the sugar is thin, in the quietest place I've ever been in. The overhead music is playing our song, but the rhythm is jagged and the timing is wrong. I see a couple laughing in the booth in the back, and I feel the familiar structural crack. They're making the memories we used to own, while I'm just a ghost sitting here all alone. I'm stirring the ghosts into the foam and the cream, waking up slowly from a golden lit dream. If I stay until closing, will the shadows go home, or will they follow me back to the monochrome? It's just water and beans, it's just ceramic and dust, but it feels like the graveyard of all of coffee shop without you today. Watching the steam turn the morning to gray. The chair across from me is a mountain of space, a hollowed out window where I once saw your face. The bell on the door is a heart-stopping sound, but it's never your boots hitting the ground. Yeah, the roast is bitter and the sugar is thin in the quietest place I've ever been in. Table for one, the morning is done. Leave the tip on the wood like I knew that I should. The coffee is cold, the story is told without you, without you. Without you. I'm sitting at the table without you. I'm sitting at the table with a crooked leg. I'm sitting at the table with a crooked leg. I'm sitting at the table with a crooked leg. The one where we didn't have to ask or beg for a little more time or a little more light before we stepped out into the coming night. The barista gave me a sympathetic look as I opened the spine of a half-read book. I ordered for one, but I'm looking for two in this crowded coffee shop without you. And it's a coffee shop without you today. Watching the steam turn the morning to gray. The chair across from me is a mountain of space, a hollowed out window where I once saw your face. The bell on the door is a heart-stopping sound, but it's never your boots hitting the ground. Yeah, the roast is bitter and the sugar is thin in the quietest place I've ever been in. The overhead music is playing our song, but the rhythm is jagged and the timing is wrong. I see a couple laughing in the booth in the back, and I feel the familiar structural crack. They're making the memories we used to own, while I'm just a ghost sitting here all alone. I'm stirring the ghost into the foam and the cream, waking up slowly from a golden lit dream. If I stay until closing, will the shadows go home, or will they follow me back to the monochrome? It's just water and beans, it's just ceramic and dust, but it feels like the graveyard of all of our trust. And it's a coffee shop without you today. Watching the steam turn the morning to gray. The chair across from me is a mountain of space, a hollowed out window where I once saw your face. The bell on the door is a heart-stopping sound, but it's never your boots hitting the ground. Yeah, the roast is bitter and the sugar is thin in the quietest place I've ever been in. Table for one, the morning is done. Leave the tip on the wood like I knew that I should. The coffee is cold, the story is told without you, without you. Without you. I'm sitting at the table with a crooked leg, the one where we didn't have to ask or beg air is too thin. I can almost hear the party we were having back then. A ghost of a giggle from the corner of the room, cutting through the shadows and the heavy set gloom. I'm reaching for a frequency that's long since gone, rhythm in mind before the break of dawn. It used to be the music, it used to be the light, but it's just a haunted vibration tonight. And I'm living in the echoes of past laughter today, watching the colors of the memory turn to gray. It's a hollowed out ring and a phantom of grace, a sound with no body, a sound with no face. It bounces off the rafters, it rattles in the hall, the loudest goodbye of them all. Yeah, the silence is a weapon and it's hitting its mark in the echoes of past laughter in the dark. How you threw your head back and let it fly, a firework explosion in a summer night sky. Now the room is a vacuum, no pressure drops sting, and I'm just a scholar of a non-existent thing. The joy is a fossil, a bone in the mud, a localized flood in the warmth of my blood. I try to join in, but the syllables fail, and my own voice sounds distant and pale. Is there a way to turn the volume down, to stop the vibration in this hollowed out town? But the more that I listen, the more that it grows, the sound of a door that I can't quite close. And I'm living in the echoes of past laughter today, watching the colors of the memory turn to gray. It's a hollowed out ring and a phantom of grace, a sound with no body, a sound with no face. It bounces off the rafters, it rattles in the hall, the loudest goodbye of them all. Yeah, the silence is a weapon and it's hitting its mark in the echoes of past laughter in the dark. The ghost of a grin, let in the winter, settle back in. It's not funny now, it's not funny at all, just the echo bouncing off the wall. I'm sitting on the edge of the side of the bed where the sun used to linger and turn the world red. I can still feel the ghost of the heat from your skin and the fibers of cotton where the daylight gets thin. But the radiator's clicking, a rhythmic complaint, and the color of always is growing quite faint. It's a thermal retreat, a slow motion chill as the temperature drops on the windowsill. And it's the fading warmth of a long distance run, watching the shadows outlast the sun. It was a fire once, it was a feverish glow. Now it's just a memory of the letting go. lukewarm mistake, just like the promises we didn't quite break. I remember the nights when the air was aflame and the walls would vibrate with the sound of your name. Now the insulation's failing, the spirit is cold. A story of us that's suddenly old. It's a quiet erosion of the degrees and the light, leaving me shivering in the middle of the night. Is there enough wood to start it again, to burn through the maybe and the where have you been? But the matches are wet and the chimney is blocked and the door to the always is finally locked. And it's the fading warmth of a long distance run, watching the shadows outlast the sun. It was a fire once, it was a feverish glow. Now it's just a memory of the letting go. I'm rubbing my hands just to feel the spark in the thickening gray and the gathering dark. Yeah, the embers are ash and the furnace is pulled from the fading warmth of an open door, cooling down to the bone in a house I call my own. The last of the heat, the last of the glow, getting ready for the snow fading gone, fading gone. The condensation's heavy on the cold clear glass, watching the seasons and the strangers pass. The wind is trying hard to get inside the room, while I'm tracing the shadows in the gathering gloom. There in the corner where the light hits the edge, just above the dust on a wooden ledge, are the oils of a hand that I used to hold, a silver line ghost in a world turned cold. There are fingerprints on the window tonight, catching the glare of the pale street light. A tactile reminder of a reach and a touch from a person who promised way too much. I won't take the Windex, I won't wipe the pain, I'll let the marks weather the wind and the rain. It's the only physical lust that remains, like fingerprints on the window, like blood in my veins. I remember you pointing at a bird in the tree, turning your head and then smiling at me. Your palm left a map that I'm following now, the structural remains of a broken down vow. If I press my own hand where yours used to be, will the glass feel the rhythm of you and of me? Or is it just silica cold and profound in a house that is losing its sense of the ground? It's a fragile museum, a breathable stain, a portrait of longing and localized pain. One heavy breath and they'll start to appear, the proof that you actually used to be here. And there are fingerprints on the window tonight, catching the glare of the pale street light. A tactile reminder of a reach and a touch from a person who promised way too much. I won't take the Windex, I won't wipe the pain, I'll let the marks weather the wind and the rain. It's the only physical lust that remains, like fingerprints on the window, like blood in my veins. Don't still there, still there. I'm staring at the gears of the grandfather clock, trying to find the secret, trying to pick the lock. If I could grab the hands and drag them to the left, could I undo the silence and the beautiful theft? I'd go back to the morning before the first grade and catch the goodbye before it slipped away. I'd stand in the kitchen while the light was still gold and fix the first story before it turned old. If time could turn back, I'd be standing right there in the thick of the always and the salt-colored air. I'd rewrite the chapters, I'd soften the blow. I'd never have let the first orchid go. We'd be a circle, we'd be a flame before the vibration of calling your name. But the rhythm is steady, the pendulum's black, and there's no silver lever to bring it all back. I'd unring the bell and I'd unlock the door. I'd sweep up the dust from the bedroom floor. I wouldn't have whispered the things that I said in the cold water winter of a king-size bed. I'd find that lost smile in the palm of my hand and build us a house on the solidest land. But I'm just a passenger on a one-way track, wishing for a miracle to turn the world back. Is there a gravity in the way that we were? A pull in the static in the structural blur. The more that I reach for the then and the was, the louder the never and the localized buzz. If time could turn back, I'd be standing right there in the thick of the always and the salt-colored air. I'd rewrite the chapters, I'd soften the blow. I'd never have let the first orchid go. We'd be a circle, we'd be a flame before the vibration of calling your name. But the rhythm is steady, the pendulum's black, and there's no silver lever to bring it all back. Tick-tock, the turn of the lock. The years are a mountain, the heart is a rock. I'm staying right here in the now and the why, watching the almost go drifting on by. If I could, but I can't. The sound of a heavy clock spring snapping. I'm standing on the corner by the coffee shop door, where the floorboards still remember the boots that we wore. But the air is full of voices I don't recognize, and the walls have been painted to hide all our lives. The table in the corner where we carved out our names is cut by a menu and some different frames. It's a glitch in the system, a ghost in the street. When the past and the present aren't allowed to meet. It's an old place with new people tonight, and the flickering glare of a different light, laughing in the spaces where we used to cry, underneath the ceiling of a charcoal sky. I'm a trespasser here, I'm a ghost in the crowd, talking to shadows while the music is loud. Yeah, the map is the same, but the world has been sold in this old place that's forgotten the stories we told. The girl by the window has a laugh just like yours, but she's looking at someone through different doors. And the man at the counter doesn't know that I'm here, or the weight of the silence that I've carried for a year. It's a structural erase in the quiet routine of scrubbing the places where the always has been. I'm looking for a footprint, I'm looking for a sign, but the only thing left is this heartbeat of mine. Is it better this way, to be wiped from the wood, to have the forever finally gone for good? But the bricks have a memory that I can't escape, while the world is just shifting to a brand new shape. It's an old place with new people tonight, in the flickering glare of a different light, the laughing in the spaces where we used to cry, underneath the ceiling of a charcoal sky. I'm a trespasser here, I'm a ghost in the crowd, talking to shadows while the music is loud. Yeah, the map is the same, but the world has been sold in this old place that's forgotten the stories we told. Moving on, moving through, replacing the me and replacing the you. I'll take my coffee to go, I'll walk out the door. I don't think I live here anymore. Anymore. I'm scrolling through the glass in the dead of the night, back to a time when the world was still bright. There you are, laughing, a blur in the frame, before I knew how to go bitter on your name. The pixels are sharp, but the feeling is frayed. Watching the light in a world that we made. I can press play, and for 32 seconds the ghost of our always reaches out and it beckons. And I'm watching old videos in my phone tonight, caught in the glow of a blue lit light. You're talking to me like you're still in the room, drowning the silence and the gathering gloom. But the stop button's waiting, the ending is known. I'm just a spectator, sitting alone. Yeah, the thumbnail is golden, but the spirit is poor. Watching old videos of a life we don't have anymore. There's one from the beach where the wind caught your hair, and you turn to the camera As if I was there, you were saying something I can't quite make out. Through the roar of the ocean and the static of doubt, I'm zooming in close on the look in your eyes, searching for the first of the coming goodbyes. But you're just a file, a sequence of code, a digital ruin on a long distance road. Is it a mercy or is it a curse to have the whole story in the palm of my purse? I can rewind the love, but I can't change the gone, as the progress bar drags from the dusk to the dawn. And I'm watching old videos in my phone tonight, caught in the glow of a blue lit light. You're talking to me like you're still in a room, drowning the silence and the gathering gloom. But the stop button's waiting, the ending is known. I'm just a spectator sitting alone. Yeah, the thumbnail is golden, but the spirit is poor, watching old videos of a life we don't have anymore. Buffering, waiting, the image is fading. Tap the screen, watch it again. The lover, the stranger, memory of a friend. Delete. Not yet. Delete. Not yet. I watched you building fires in the freezing rain, while I was looking for a window to avoid the pain. You were handing me the matches, you were giving me the light, but I was busy staring at the coming of the night. I heard the tremor in your voice, the static in your chest, but I checked my watch and decided I should rest. I stood on the sidelines while you fought for every breath, choosing a quiet life over a localized death. And I'm sorry, I didn't care enough back then to be the lover or the savior or the friend. I was holding back the water when I should've let it flow. I was guarding my own spirit while I let yours go. It wasn't a sudden blow or a sharpening of a knife, just a slow motion exit from the center of your life. Yeah, the always is a ghost and the ever is a blur. Because I'm sorry, I just didn't care enough. You were shouting from the shoreline, I was drifting in the boat, watching every promise we had made to lose its flow. I saw the garden wilting, I saw the colors fade, but I stayed inside the comfort of the shadows I had made. It's a heavy kind of guilt, later I will sting to realize I was absent for one sacred thing. I was measuring the cost while you were paying every debt, building up a mountain of a deep sea regret. By the time I found the courage, you had already found the door. And I don't think I'm sorry carries weight anymore. It's a structural failure, a flaw in the design, that I kept my heartbeat steady while I was breaking down. And I'm sorry, I didn't care enough back then to be the lover or the savior or the friend. I was holding back the water when I should I just didn't care enough. Too little, too late. The final accounting of a localized fate. I'm sorry for the silence, I'm sorry for the why. I'm sorry I just watched as the light went out of your eye. I didn't care until you weren't there. The sound of a heavy sigh.